the death of Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was one of the most, besides Michael Jordan, the most hardest working basketball player in the world. Very mild mannered, very kind hearted, very friendly, just nice. He never cussed at anybody. He never was getting in. He never fought anybody. There was no stories about him doing drugs or drinking. He didn't do that. He lived a pretty clean life. He was born, I think, in Spain, Germany, Italy. He was born in. Nah, he wasn't born in America. So he lived a pretty good life. And he went to a good school, good education. He actually was on the Moesha show. The African American girls, Brandy Norwood. You remember that the little pretty? She was a singer, Brandy Norwood, in the back in 1990s. The boy is mine. Brandy Norwood. I'll get to her in a little bit, but he dated her. They started dating. They went to a prom together too. He took Brandy Norwood to his high school prom, and then she said she was so happy because she did homeschool because she was an actor. She didn't have a normal life, so he actually felt sorry for her. So he took her on went to his high school prom, and actually he guest starred on an episode of the Moshe Show about his basketball career. But yeah, so he went to the NBA I think in '96 when he was about 17, 18. He was young. He fresh out of high school when he started playing in the NBA. And he was good friends with Michael Jordan. He used to always follow Michael Jordan around, ask him questions, harass Michael Jordan. But he's just a kid. He just admired Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan is so confident, and they became good friends. But anyway, Kobe Bryant died. He died almost 6 months ago. He died 5 months ago. He died in January of 2020. And he died he was always taking helicopters. All for decades he was always taking helicopters. Him and his family would ride on helicopters because he said it's faster than riding. He didn't like riding cars. He didn't like riding motorcycles. He didn't like getting on an airplane. It was always a jet. He liked helicopters. He even learned how to fly a helicopter. He was obsessed with helicopters ever since he was a child, teenager. He was obsessed with helicopters. So him and his daughter, he had a daughter was with him on the airplane, and 7, 8 other people on the airplane. Not the airplane, but the helicopter. Scratch it out, please, people. Sorry, forgive me. Him, his daughter, and about 7, 8 other people was on the helicopter, and it was kind of I think it was foggy, raining, and he was going to take his daughter, Gigi, to her basketball game, but they didn't make it. And the helicopter fell, was going out of they were going in circles. They couldn't see because it was so foggy, all the clouds. And then the pilot kind of crashed into he lost control of the helicopter, and it crashed. And they died, and it was just horrible. So, Mr. Jerry, peace.